As we continue to honor our heroes this Remembrance Week, YourTV will once again be providing live coverage from Cornwall Cenotaph for our Remembrance Day ceremony. Here are Thom and Sara, who will be hosting the event.
Well, thanks, Gabe. And it is a special time of year. It always is Remembrance Day. And for the last couple of years, I've had the pleasure to be at the Cenotaph with one of my very good friends, Sara Racine now. Congratulations, Sara, on your marriage and taking a pretty good name along the way.
Thank you. We'll confuse
Yeah,
everyone for a little bit.
yeah, yeah, we will. We share the same last name, but we're not related. Interesting. Sara, this is a special time for us. I know a couple of years ago, and we were asked to do this at the Cenotaph. It's a special time for us. It's a special time for the veterans in this city. And I know that pre-COVID, you were working at the Legion. You got to see a lot of the people that are associated at the Legion. And maybe let's start with how important it is for the Legion and the people there to observe Remembrance Day.
It's an incredible honor to work at the Legion, even as a bartender, because I get to see veterans that are still around today that we're so blessed to have around. And the Legion is important because it brings all of these people together, whether they're veterans from Second World War, Korea, or even the Highlanders when they come down to celebrate on Remembrance Day or for whatever occasion. It's basically a meeting ground, and it's really important because if they have any issues, they can reach out to the Legion for help, and they're basically like a support group for them.
And interesting too, with all of the commotion in the world right now, the Legion, a sacred spot for our veterans. Over the years, a lot of the legions are in trouble right now because of the fact that nobody can go and socialize and rent their halls. So even more important at this time of year to support our Legion and support our veterans. As you know, there won't be a parade this year. There will be no showcase of all the veterans as it's completely different this year. Even the Cenotaph is going to be a little different, isn't it?
It's a strange time we're living through. Like, I'm sitting here talking to you on Zoom versus being in front of the Cenotaph and being out and about. But it's got to be strange for these guys who have marched so proudly in the parades for so many years, and they're kind of watching on TV like all of us are going to be doing. It's definitely a strange time, and definitely go out and support your Poppy campaign because that is what helps Legions. And like you said, they are closing. A lot of them are, and it's really, really sad.
Yeah, it's one of those things where I know that we have relatives in our family. More so, I know my father-in-law was in Korea. I had uncles that were in World War II, and then greater uncles that were in the Great War. No shortage on your side of the family as well. As we both love research. We both love digging into the past, especially when it comes to the stories that come out of the wars. So we both have that family connection, as does almost everybody in this city.
Yeah, I was gonna say, if you talk to anybody, you'll hear I had a great uncle, I had a great grandfather, my grandfather. Someone always seems to know somebody, whether it's a close relative or a distant relative, but we're all connected by this.
And we're going to be able to be at the Cenotaph on Wednesday, and it will look a little bit different. So we're going to do a little bit more research. Each and every year that we've done, the first 2 years we've done this, we dug up some stories. We were able to come up with, some of the stories that have touched the hearts of many of the people here in Cornwall over the years. And hopefully we'll be able to bring some more of those stories as the ceremony takes place.
I've been digging, so I've got some new stuff to share with everybody.
I kind of do. Let's give us a little hint maybe as to what you might be able to bring forward on Wednesday.
All right. Okay. So every time I post, okay, so from November 1st to Remembrance Day on my history Facebook page, I always post about the SDNG Highlanders. So maybe I wanted to talk about them this year and kind of showcase some of their history and focus on very, very local kind of, Remembrance Day ties. So maybe that has something to do with, my kind of rambling on the 11th.
Well, it's a pretty good hint. I like that already, and I'm sure a lot of people locally will like that as well. I like to go back on some of the stories that I've told over the years, and you can dig into a lot of them even a little bit deeper. At this time of the year, we see the famous picture of the D-Day landings where the Highlanders came ashore, and it never ceases to amaze me where that picture just really signifies and magnifies the importance of our little tiny place here in Cornwall as part of the D-Day landing. So maybe we'll touch on that as well.
Maybe.
All right. Sara Racine, and I'm Thom Racine, and we'll see you next on Wednesday morning from the Cenotaph for the Remembrance Day Ceremony 2020.